Wyatt Cenac's got a new Netflix special. SNL's got a whole bunch of new writers and a new Weekend Update co-host. And Chris Rock has got a movie that's selling to Paramount. This is C Plus Comedy. Welcome back to C Plus Comedy for the week of... This happens every single week. I swear I don't do it on purpose. Week of September 8th, 2014. I'm your host, Chad White, here to bring you the week of the news of the I'm sorry. I'm your host, Chad White, here to bring you the news for the week of August. It keeps happening. And I'm here. I'm Chad White, and I'm the one here to bring you the news you definitely didn't know about. Welcome back, C Plus News Time, guys. I missed you. It's been a whole week. I mean, what am I going to do with my life? Just sit here and wait for news to happen? You're damn right I just did that. Wyatt Cenac is going to debut his Netflix special on October 21st, the same day that he begins his new tour. The ex-Daily Show correspondent is debuting his new Netflix original called Brooklyn. It's a stand-up set that's going to be like any other stand-up set, but set in Brooklyn. Deadline reported that he's also releasing a limited print vinyl through his production company. Oh God, Amalgamated Bear is what it's called. The special was recorded in the city of the same name that it's named after at Union Hall. Topics include a cop drama, a reality show about cheesemongers, and some other weird things like adults giving each other hickeys because it's 1970 and that's a big deal still. Brooklyn's going to feature puppets and cameos from people like Eugene Merman from Bob's Burger and Jabanga like Topanga from Boy Meets World, except this guy's from The Wire. He's gonna go through a bunch of cities like Pittsburgh, Atlanta, and probably San Francisco. Analyzing. Sorry, I'm sorry. Kevin Jones just texted me. He's like, do you want to go do this? You want to go to Merv's? I was like, what's Merv's? He's like, a burger place on Mountain Creek Road. Just realized what that was. And then my watch vibrated too. I'm sorry, guys. Unprofessional. On with the news. SNL hired a slew of new writers this week. Allison Rich was the first to join, but she's getting some new coworkers. The guy from the last member of Good Neighbor is finally on SNL. His name is Nick Rutherford, and he joins Ben Beckett, Kyle Mooney, and Dave McCary. All four of those were from the weird, absurdist sketch group Good Neighbor. They're all very funny, and we can't wait to see what else they can do. Kyle Mooney has had some very, very good pre-recorded bits on SNL last season, and I'm glad he stayed. I'm glad they let him stay because that's what SNL needs. They need more weird comedy. They don't have to succumb to anything else. Who says SNL's not funny anymore? I think they're hilarious. New hires also include Streeter Seidell, UCB's Natasha Rothwell, and a PIT guy, Jeremy Beeler. Seidell has written for College Humor for years. He's the actually senior editor, I think. Managing editor? Chief editor. He might be that. And he's written for shows like Trophy Wife on ABC. It's a funny show. Rothwell was considered as a new hire last year, but Shashir Zamata basically took that job. And Beeler has worked on Inside Amy Schumer. So these three people are very equal in their skills, and they're ready to work. Also, SNL has hired somebody else. Comedian Michael Che is going to co-host the Weekend Update. He joins Colin Jost, kicking out Cecily Strong. Now, the thing is here that no one knows why they did this, but it's probably because Cecily maybe wanted to be in some more sketches. She's a very powerful female performer. She's a very powerful performer. I don't know why I had to say female. Lorne Michaels, according to a New York Times report, has been trying out a various amount of combinations over the past few weeks, and it seems that Che is the strongest. He said, and I quote, Michael is a strong writer, and he's really funny. There are a lot more changes coming up, but there are some things that haven't been finalized yet, like 2 more people joining the cast as featured players. If you know Michael Che, he was just on The Daily Show. He just got hired as a correspondent, and he's been on At Midnight on Comedy Central. Looks like Michael Che will be leaving his job at The Daily Show. Plus, he tweeted, thanks for all the good times and all that stuff. It's really sad. As a bonus, Lorne Michaels has come to the decision that instead of re-airing recent episodes of the season of SNL, the fuck is that? Canadian nighttime live at 10 p.m. before the new episodes. The network will show episodes from previous 39 seasons. So that means you might see a Bill Murray episode on before, who's the top person in this one? Kenan Thompson. Before you see a Kenan Thompson episode. Okay, so this will be the first two-man weekend update. That's just a whole bunch of new news for SNL, which is great. They do this every single season, but you got to be excited when you know a few of the people, like Streeter Seidell from College Humor and Michael Che. SNL will kick off its 40th season with Chris Pratt hosting September 27th. I love Chris Pratt. He's a dreamboat. And finally, Chris Rock's newest movie, Top 5, is going to be bought by Paramount. Earlier this week, they were in talks to buy the film. THR reported that Top 5 could be bought for over $13 million. Chris Rock starred, co-wrote. Wait, no, he just wrote it. He didn't co-write it. I don't know what's going on with me. It's probably because there's a GoPro over there looking at me. Rock starred, wrote, and directed the film, and it premiered at the Toronto Film Festival. It garnered so many positive reviews. I have not seen it, but I really want to. You know why? Because it's about a comedian trying to reinvent himself as a serious actor. There are a lot of comedians that have gone through that. I'm going to name top 5 comedians who reinvented themselves as serious actors right now. Go. Chris Rock. His reality TV show's star fiance is the one who talks him into broadcasting their wedding on her reality show. And the film stars Rock with supporting actor Rosario Dawson, and as well as Adam Sandler, Jerry Seinfeld, and Kevin Hart, and some other people that are making cameos. So, Chris Rock's top 5 seems to include Adam Sandler, Jerry Seinfeld, and Kevin Hart. We'll see who the other 2 are when the movie releases sometime soon, Paramount. And that's it. That's all we have for you for C Plus News Time this week. Come back next week for more news that you didn't know about. And maybe I'll have better things to say about other things. All right? Go C Plus News Time.